Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets. We'll be looking at two brilliant pieces of news for the crypto market. Not so good on one of the pieces of news for the global economy, but could be brilliant for crypto as well. So stay tuned for that. We'll also be going over some news stories, looking at a couple of charts as well, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and we're going to be looking at Coti. Coti could do something here that's been done in the past. And there's a lot of rumblings about Coti just now, and I'm kind of getting a feeling as well that Coti could do something really big here on Binance. So we'll look at that as well. Also want to thank everybody who's joined the free group. Thank you very much for joining the free group. All the new members in the free group, really appreciate you being there. And also the new members in the premium group as well. We're building up the premium group whereby we look at hidden gems and we do kind of videos for hidden gems. We also do calls on Binance and KuCoin, but mainly Binance just now, so you can make some profit, and we'll just take a look at that just now as well. So in the premium group, what I've done is I make hidden gem calls, so I find these hidden gems and do research on them, do videos on them, but give it to the premium group first about 2 or 3 days before. I've just given one yesterday that could be really big as well, and it's starting to move up. I've not got it on this list, but this is the hidden gems so far from January. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hidden gems just now. However, there is another one to add to that. It's just not on this program, which is cryptocompare.com, and it's not on there yet. But we have Band Protocol up 33% since we called it on the 19th. Chromia is down slightly by 9.7%. One ledger down because of the mainnet delay again. It's delayed twice, so a lot of people are peed off about that, so that's down 35%. Expect that to come back up, but if they delay the mainnet launch in April the 30th again, we'll probably take them out of that altogether. Utrust we've just called, it's only down 2.49%. Constellation up 6.75%. Expect big things from Constellation. Ethereum, not exactly a hidden gem, but it was one of those ones that say this is going to go up big time, you need to buy this just now, and it has. It's gone up 25%. Coti has gone up 187%, by far the start of the show just now. We've got Sharing starting to move just now as well. There was a big seller in Sharing with business kind of deals that were done in the past. That seller is kind of almost sold off. They're going to be releasing their app soon as well, so this could be big as well. I'll have to take another look at Sharing. OneUp has gone up about 100% as well, so this is a hidden gem so far. Also, we've got calls. These are the latest calls I've made. I've not been making as many calls because of the volatility, but they also are going to be on a run soon, so I've made a couple of calls. We're up 16% on Chilis. That's still going to go up, so you can still got time to go up into Chilis just now. Troy has moved up, called at 54, went up to 58, 7.41%. Expect that to go up some more as well. There's going to be a lot more alts going up as well, I feel, in this run. Okay, we've got an overall market capitalization of $252 billion, nearly $253 billion. But we've got a Bitcoin dominance as well, 63.6%, going down slightly, which means people are going into the alts. Who's the winners and losers? We have V Systems up 25. MATIC has jumped up as well because of this news I'm going to be sharing with you. Hedera Hashgraph, Chainlink, Komodo, Monocoin as well, all up. And we'll see what is the percentage of greens, probably around about 60% in the green, 40% in the red. Who's the biggest loser? Synthetics, Kyber, Swipe, Maker, Coin, all down, but not by that much at all, to be honest. Okay, let's look at the Ethereum chart. Kind of where we were yesterday. It did go up to about 230 yesterday, came back down, but starting to move back up again. It's bouncing off that 50 EMA. We're still in the downward, this kind of descending channel we're in just now, but middle of the road in that descending channel. So what we're looking at is this 70 EMA and the 50 EMA. As long as we get that bounce off the 50 EMA, which we've had the past 7 days or so, is looking good for Ethereum at the moment. If it breaks down below that and breaks down below this descending channel at 200, then we're going to have to reevaluate. And that's what we're doing with TA. We're reevaluating all the time because we can kind of tell what might happen in the next couple of hours. Really, that's what we're looking at. But long term we can still see where it's been, see where it could go, and just give a bit of advice on what to do. But it's looking bullish in my eyes. It's looking bullish. There's more bullishness than bearishness. Bitcoin, very similar as well. This is the 4-hour chart. We'll go to the daily chart just now. Descending channel in the middle of the road for the descending channel like we were yesterday. This 70 EMA, I'd like to cross it over the 50 EMA before I'd be more confident. But we're still doing okay. The 50 EMA is still over the 200 EMA. Just show you that here. So you can see that. 50 EMA is still over the 200 EMA, which is moving average. But again, the moving average is really important as well. We don't want to cross down below much this 200-day moving average. If we do keep going down below that, then we could be in for a bigger fall for Bitcoin. However, again, some news that I'm going to share with you could be good for crypto markets overall and could lend a hand to the Bitcoin price going up quite significantly from here. So there's very bullish rumblings just now, and when the market wakes up kind of fully, I think we could see a run up to possibly 9,500 for Bitcoin. Okay, before we go on to the news, I want to quickly look at this scenario. We've got Coti just now. Coti's just gone onto Binance. It's sitting at 338 Satoshi at the moment. So you can see when it came on, it was about 320, and it came shooting right back down to about 205. So that's a drop of round about 36%ish, and it kind of stayed there for a couple of days before starting to move back up. Now, normally with a rise like this, we're talking about a rise of 72%. Normally, in fact, it's more than that. There's 77%. Normally what happens, it comes right back down again, and it did come down to a degree, but it's shown signs that this could do something much bigger. So it's at 338 just now. It did go down to 318. And it's moving back up the way again. If we look at this on the hourly, we can see it follows the 7 EMA quite nicely. Bounces off the 7 EMA and it's kind of doing the same again. Hopefully it's not going to use the 7 EMA as resistance, but it's using that 7 EMA just now and hopefully going to bounce higher again from here. But the similarities I want you to kind of look at, and this is from seen something on Twitter yesterday, and Jimbo reminded me in the group, and Kukla as well talked about this, about the similarities between this one. So this is MATIC when it first came on to Binance. So you can see it was about 103, it dropped 50% to 50. This is on the daily. And then as we start to go along, we've got this big candle here. They start to go along, jumps up, goes up, keeps on going up, all the way up to 574. That was a jump of 1,000% before coming back down. And this is where MATIC is just now. So what we got with MATIC was this jump to 576. Then it came all the way down, and we got this rounded bottom here. Came all the way back up to exactly the same level, 570, and it came all the way down again to about 178, and look what's happening now. We're getting this kind of W structure just now with MATIC, so this could go all the way back up to 570 from here, so it could go up 100% from here. However, what I want you to look at is this as well. This is another chart, and we're going to get rid of the volume here. This is Cardano when it first went on to Binance in November 2017. So you can see here 1,205 went all the way down to 610, so down 50%. Then it started going up and up and up and up. So what Cardano did was 1,300% within a few months of going on to Binance. Now, obviously, that was totally different markets at the time, and we know kind of was a really bullish market 2017, 2018, but the similarities are there between MATIC and Coti as well, and Coti and ADA as well. And make no mistake, Coti, what they're doing is they could be really bringing in a hell of a lot of people into the crypto space, doing something similar to what PayPal are doing just now, but on the blockchain. They've still got news to come out as well about the staking. That's not been released yet, that news. And it could be that once they release the news, it could be a case of sell the news. So buy the rumour, sell the news. So it could be a case of that. But I've got a feeling this could be something different with Coti as well. And if we look at Coti, this chart, so I shared this on Twitter yesterday. So this is a chart, it's at 1300. Coti was at 1300, came all the way down, got this rounded bottom, and could come all the way up to 1300 again. Now, if we go back to MATIC and see exactly what happened there, 575 all the way down, on the way back up to 575 again, within the space of 6 months or so, between going on to kind of Binance, coming down and then going back up again, then obviously coming back straight back down again. So a lot of similarities there. And Coti, because of the working product, everything they're doing just now, the news still to come out as well about the staking, that still not came out yet, and 2 new partnerships as well coming out, one big, one medium. So take a look at Coti again, and this could do something, but obviously do your own research. But I'm expecting this to have a green candle today, another green candle. Okay, let's look at some news. This is big news. The first news story I'm going to look at is Indian Supreme Court says no to central bank's crypto ban. So after many months of uncertainty, Indian cryptocurrency investors can finally breathe a huge sigh of relief as the Indian Supreme Court has struck down the Reserve Bank of India's banking ban for cryptocurrency entities in the country. Token prices of the exchange WazirX have shot up and investor sentiment unanimously been positive. So the news has resulted in a wave of positive sentiment amongst pro-cryptocurrency groups and investors in the country who have for over a year languished in the uncertainty about the legality of cryptocurrencies in the country. So this is huge news, because India have got a lot of money to put into crypto. So this is one of the big pieces of news that could send Bitcoin higher as well. There's a lot of money in India to put into crypto. And because of the uncertainty in the economics or the economy of India as well, there could be a lot of money going into crypto, into Bitcoin, into crypto as a whole. And because of that, WazirX, WRX, which Binance have taken over, you've seen that, they're up already 57% on Binance at the moment. You can see they jumped by 80% over the last few days on that news as well. Strangely, it was going up before it, but there you go. So that is really big news for the crypto world. I don't think a lot of people realise how big India could be and how much they could pour into crypto as well. Not everybody's happy about it. So Deputy Editor of Media Outlet India Today, I don't know how to pronounce that, Shati Narua, offered some criticism about the decision. Many reasons not to cheer, this is blah blah blah, just as usual. Lack of central authority, dark web, not knowing who Satoshi Nakamoto is, other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin seem extremely flimsy. That's a kind of valid point. I'm not too sure if it's a reason to cheer. One can easily hide wealth, launder money, list is endless. They do that anyway. So it's the usual kind of crap against what's happening. This is the other big story as well. And again, this is probably bigger than people realise. Stocks tanked on Fed rate cut. Will crypto markets climb? So the US central bank slashed interest rates for the 4th time in less than a year, but stock markets reacted badly. Will crypto markets be a hedge against falling economies? This could be big for crypto. But make no mistake as well, if the markets tank, if the economy collapses, Bitcoin would probably collapse as well. I don't think as much. So I'm not so sure it's going to be used as a full hedge against kind of the economy collapsing. But I do think more money will start to flow into crypto once the initial blow of when the economies do tank, and they are going to tank in the next year or two. It's just setting up just now. The writing is on the wall around the world. But Chief Investment Strategist for Street Global Advisors, Michael Aaron, said, "I think the Fed's rate cut backfired in many ways. Instead of soothing the market, it's reignited investors' worst fears." So this is an emergency rate cut by 0.5%. Now that's never happened since it happened in 2008. That was the last time it happened, I believe. And 9/11 was the other time it happened as well. But we've seen kind of what happened to the markets there as well. 2008, the markets tanked big time. We've fallen 15% just now. But back in 2008, they fell 50%. So we could be seeing another 50% fall over the next few months in the stock markets. So according to economists I spoke to Market Watch, the problem isn't the pin, the problem is the bubble. And once the bubble is pricked, the damage is done and the air is coming out of this bubble. Talking about the stock market bubble just now. There's a lot of stuff going on around the world just now. We've seen it all in the news, we've seen it on the crypto channel. I'm not going to go over all of it again, but we make no mistake, we are heading for some kind of economic crash, probably bigger than on the scale of 2008. We've got the pensions crisis, we've got the student loan crisis, there's loads of stuff kind of going on in the economy just now that could point towards a huge kind of crash that's coming up. Is it going to go into crypto? A lot of people, I think, could jump into crypto as a hedge at the same time. But if it crashes, crypto's going to crash as well. But then that's when the markets will come back up. The crypto markets will come back up as look for new solutions, I believe. Chainlink nears $5, all-time high, unfazed by Bitcoin price slump. So Chainlink's 27% gain over the past 4 days shows that the altcoin continues to function as an outlier when compared against the recent performance of other cryptocurrencies. The strong recovery from the swing low of $3.30 to $4.79 has Link now approaching its previous all-time high of $4.86. So let's take a look at Link just now. We see Link here at $4.65 and the high previously at $4.90 it's saying there. So it looks as if it's going to surpass the all-time high as well. Now I've mentioned a couple of Chainlink, similar projects to Chainlink. Not exactly the same, but similar projects in that they're kind of using oracles. That's the main USP. Is about using oracles. We've got Band Protocol. We'll start to see that moving up. I've got another one that I'm going to share with you as well. And there's a few others out there as well that I'll share with you over the coming weeks as well. I've just shared some with the premium group. So this shows that there is demand for this. And Chainlink and its kind of smaller people that are, or smaller projects that are into oracles as well, could do extremely well from this. And the thing is, these other projects as well, they're kind of niching themselves to be a part of a niche. That's all I'm going to say just now, but I'll give you more on that in the next couple of weeks, or next week or so. So Chainlink doing extremely well. Facebook changing course on Libra, offering more inclusive wallet. So Facebook may be considering modifying its plan for the 2020 release of the cryptocurrency Libra. So though Libra is still going forward, Facebook will now offer government-issued currencies like dollars and euros to support its own token. The move appears to be a way to appease reluctant regulators and gain additional support for the plan, still scheduled for Q4 rollout. So according to a March 3rd report issued by Bloomberg, both crypto and state-issued currencies will be available on the company's digital wallet, Calibra. And by redesigning the digital wallet and scaling back the features of the cryptocurrency, Facebook is hoping to release both Calibra and Libra at the same time, tentatively in October. So that's still going ahead just now. Okay, that is it. That is kind of some big news stories there with India and with the Fed rate cut as well. It might not seem big, but it could be really big for crypto in the long run. Also look at Coti as well. I've got a feeling about Coti. I know it's risen already. We kind of called it 126 Satoshi, went up 200%, but I still think this could do something really quite big. So take a look at it and do your own research, obviously. Put a stop loss in if you're going to go in as well. But I've just got this kind of strange feeling that Coti's going to do something big. Okay, that's it for now. Please subscribe to this channel if you like these videos. Hit that notification bell and hit that like on the way out as well. That would be fantastic. And also leave a comment. That'd be brilliant. And join the free group. There's a link down below. And join the premium group down below as well. You can get these hidden gems. I've just called one yesterday. You'll be able to get that before anybody else as well. And you'll be able to get the calls as well as join a great bunch of people in a premium group as well. Okay, that's it for now. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.